Whiteboard animation is now very easy. Before, everyone used to think you need very expensive tools and a lot of time to create whiteboard animation like this. But today, with simple tools like Canva, anyone can create clean and professional whiteboard videos in just minutes. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to create your own whiteboard animation, even if you're a complete beginner. If you enjoy this demo, then like the video and let's get started.
So here is what we'll cover in this video. First, we are going to talk of writing of our script, creating our voiceover. Then we are going to move to creating of our graphics or our scenes. Then next, we are going to do the full whiteboard animation in Canva. And during this time, I'll be sharing with you some Canva whiteboard animation limitations and also some tips on how to overcome these limitations. Then next, we'll be adding transition and sound effects. And finally, exporting your video as full HD. If you enjoyed that demo video, then give this video a thumbs up because that is what you'll be creating after this tutorial. Now, let's move to the first part, which is writing of our video script. Now, this is the most important part of any video. As if your video does not have a good script, then that is already the beginning of failure. So based on what you want to create, I will advise you put more effort in this part. So I'm going to be using ChatGPT to do this, but the script for this video is going to be in the description. So if you want to follow along, then you can just copy it. Here is what I've just input in ChatGPT and here is the script. So now, after having our script, the next thing we have to do is creating our voiceover. Now, there are many free AI tools that I've been talking about creating AI voices in this channel. I'll link them in the description. But in this video, we will be using 11 Labs. So you go to your script, which will be in the description. You copy it. You come to 11 Labs. You paste your scripts. Now you come to these voices. Then you select your voice, the voice that you want. When you select the voice, you can preview it.
There are usually a couple ways to approach something.
If you like how the voice sounds, then you can just tap on it to select it. So when you select it now like that, then the voice is going to be added. Now, before you hit generate speech, make sure you have everything here set to how you want it before you hit on generate speech, because this program works on credit. Then you can just come and hit on generate speech.
Whiteboard animation is now very easy.
Then you can preview it at what I've just done now like that. And then when you are okay with everything, you can just come and click on download. Then when you download it, it's going to be downloaded as you have seen. So after having our voiceover, now we have to generate our graphics and put everything together in Canva to bring our animation to life. Now this part is very important because a bad visual representation of your video will actually make your video look bad. So pay attention on this part and let's continue. So when you are in Canva, you come and you click on video. You can choose to go with any video style that you want, but in this video, I will go with the landscape on it. As you saw in the demo video, we are going to need various scenes, separate scenes like this, to be able to combine them and form our full video. Now, I will be showing you two ways of how you can create these scenes. So the first way in generating our scenes, which you can use as our graphics in our Canva whiteboard animation, is making use of the Canva AI tools. That is to say, if you already know, based on your script, if you already know the visuals that you want to use to represent your video, then here is the step you have to follow. So in Canva, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see Magic Media. This is it here. If you don't see it here, you just come to apps, you search for Magic Media. So when you do a quick search now like that, then you are going to see here is our Magic Media. You click on it. If you click on it, then it's going to be added on this left section now like this. And you can just come and click on it. Then we can actually generate our graphics here. And to do that, you will actually need a prompt. But if you don't have a prompt, don't worry. I'm going to show you how you get details prompts to visually represent your video very well. So you can just come here, then you input what you want, and it's going to generate it for you. But before that, you are going to select the dimensions. You come to where it says style. First, concept art. It is good for this type of video, whiteboard video. You come to style. Based on the video format that you had selected earlier, you can choose to select anything that you want here. If you selected by square, you can go with it. I selected by landscape, so I'm going to go with landscape. And you can just input anything here. Then you hit on generate and you allow it to do its thing. and it's going to be generated as you have seen. Now I'm going to show you a good way you can use to generate a good prompt for free so you can visually represent your videos very well. So to do that, let's just go back to ChatGPT, and based on this our first scene, here's our first scene here. Now we're just going to copy the scene. We just go down and then you say, now you can just write something like this: write me a good prompt to generate this scene. Then you just go in and you paste in your scene, then you hit on go. And now ChatGPT is going to go now and then it will write a prompt for you, which you can just copy. You go back to Canva, then you paste and you generate. With this way, you are going to have a detailed, visually good representation of exactly what you want. It has generated 4 images. You can just go in and you select whichever one. Oh, sorry, I generated a square. Now you can just go in and then you select any one that you think has best represented what you wanted. So that is the first way you can use to create your scenes or your graphics. Now the second way you can do is you can combine elements together and you create your visual from scratch. On this left section, you come to elements. Based on what you want, you can just go in and then you search. I just want to give you this idea. This is the basic principle you have to use to create your whiteboard animation. You have to start from the scenes and you have to be able to know how you can create your scenes, you generate your scenes. That's why I'm giving you all these basic ideas. So what I'm trying to say is you can just go in and then you start from scratch like that. Then you start creating your scene. Maybe what I need now is a clock. You search. Based on the visuals you already have in your head, you do your search. You come to graphics. Then you select it. You input. You see, for example, now that is our scene. If you have created now something like that, that is our scene. So this is the second way you can use to create your scenes gradually like that. Because in some cases, the AI generated image will not be very good and will not have everything that you need. So you can just go in also and then this is a bonus way for you. If it does not have all what you need, you can just come now where it says edit. You click on the image. You come where it says edit and then you come to magic layers. This is magic layer here. You click on it. Now when you click on this magic layer, Canva is going to go on in now and separate all of these elements to separate elements. Allow you to do is, let me just show you what I'm talking about. Now you see Canva now has gone in and it has separated these elements. The images that you generated earlier as one image has been separated now to various elements, as you can see. So maybe you do not want this square, you can just go in and then you delete it. You just go back and then you search for what you want and you add it. I hope you are following. So that is a bonus way for you. So it visually represents your video the way you want. Now to explain this better and to also explain how you can get consistent characters or consistent graphic scenes, here is what you can do. For example, I already have all of my elements now set up like this, and I want to add a graphic of a man that is thinking. I'll just come to elements and I'm just going to come here and search for man thinking. Allow it to load. I'll come to graphics. I select any graphics here. I saw this one and I like it. Then I'm going to select it now like this and then I add it to the scene. Now let me show you quickly how you can have consistent characters now. If this our first scene is already done now like this, you just come and then where it says share, then you will download it. Now mind you, download it as a photo, PNG, and not as a video. You come and you click on download. And let's go back to the magic media and let's create our new scene. Let me just show you now how to have consistent characters. You come back to magic media. You select our landscape. To have our new scene, to create our second scene, we don't know of a prompt. We just come back to ChatGPT. We copy the second scene. You just copy it like that. Then you just input now this short prompt here. Write me a good prompt for generating this scene. Then you just click on run. Then here is our prompt that it is generated now like this. Follow closely. Now you just have to come and copy it. You come back to Canva, but mind you, before you input the prompt, come here and you click on style. Then you click on upload reference image. When you click on this upload reference image now, Canva AI is going to use this image that you uploaded, allow it to upload. Then now when the image is uploaded now like this, you are going to click on it to use that image that we had already created as a reference image to this our new scene that we want to create. So you just paste it now and then you click on generate image. You see, so Canva is going to go in now and then it's going to generate something similar to the image that we had already uploaded. You always generate 4, so you can just go in and then you select anyone that is close to your reference image, or if it generates something and you see that it is almost close to your reference image, you can just come to these three dots, you click on it, and then you say regenerate more like this. Canva Magic Media is going to allow that image, and then we generate 3 more which are similar to this image. So if that was helpful, please just like the video if you have watched right to this point. So now I'm going to pause the video, then I generate these other scenes, then we continue. Make sure you follow closely, the video is not yet done. So now, once all your scenes are done and you want to have that whiteboard animation style in Canva, follow closely so you don't miss any important step now. Now, what you have to do firstly is you have to download all of these your separate scenes as PNGs. So you come to scene 1, you have to download it as a PNG, download. So now once you have downloaded, back in Canva, you have to duplicate the video that you're working on. You come and you duplicate the page, make a copy. This is to ensure that if you start editing it now and then you make any mistake, then you can easily come here and you pick it up. Now we'll just go in and we delete all the scenes we had created. That's why I said you should make a copy. Everything is deleted now like that. You come to upload, then all the images you downloaded, you have to upload them back to Canva. Then now back in Canva, you come to apps, and then you come and you search for Speed Paint. You select it. If you don't yet have an account in Speed Paint, you have to go in and you create an account. It is free. So now I'm just going to give a rundown of the explanation of the tools. Then we're going to talk on the limitations that this Canva whiteboard animation has. So this is a tool. If you click on Speed Painter, and you come to image, you upload your files. When you upload your file now like that, then here where it says sketch duration, this is a time it will take for the animation to be done. If you click on 3 seconds, that means within 3 seconds, all of this image is going to be sketched out. You scroll where it's talk of fill with colors. If you want it to be black and white, you can uncheck this. Then you scroll down to, you can select the hand that you want for your animation. Let me just go with this one. If you want it to be a white background, a black background, or a green screen, so depending on you, then when all that is done now, you just come and you click on generate and you allow it to do its thing. Now, when it is done generating, as you can preview it like that, you just have to come now, you click on add to design, and it will be added to your design. It's going to be something like that. Now, the first limitation people have when creating whiteboard animation in Canva is the timing. The timing is not usually very correct. So now, to solve this problem of timing, you have to know the duration that each scene is going to take. And to be able to know this duration, what you have to do is you first upload your audio as you see me have uploaded. Now, before going in to create any scene, what you have to do is you separate this empty scene first. You bring your cursor like that, you can right click and then you click on split page. You go again to where the scene is going to end. You play it, you get the voiceover where it is going to end. You bring your cursor there and then you right click and then you split page. I'm going to explain why I am doing this in just a second. Now, when that is done, what you have to know is the duration of each scene. If you hover over it, you get the duration, that is it up there. You are going to take this duration into consideration when you are creating your scene. For example, this scene here, the duration is 6.7 seconds. I will now have to know that when I'm creating my scene using the Speed Painter tool, upload files. So now I'll have to know that sketch duration, I'll have to bring it to around 5, or let me just say 3. Then the fill color, that is for the time it will take after the image, after the sketch is drawn, the time we're going to take for the color to be filled. Yeah, I can just say 1 second. Then I'm going to click on generate. So if you do it correctly, you're going to have something like this.
Everyone used to think you need very expensive tools and a lot of time to create whiteboard animation like this.
You see how it finishes, it ends directly with the color, everything very correctly. So that's how we are going to do it. If you don't understand anything, please just drop it in the comment section. I'm going to explain further. So now that is our scene done. Now to create our first scene, now to animate our text, here's what we have to do. You click on it, you come where it says animate, you click on the animate. Then now we are going to have various animations. As you can see here, the animation that will be taken is this typewriter. You click on it. You can regulate the speed. If you want it to be slow, you want it to be too fast, you can regulate the speed like that. Then it is already added to our text. Now to have that hand writing on the text, here's what you have to do again. You come to elements and you can just search for hand holding a pen. Let me say this one. To have that effect of it drawing, you have to click on it also. You come to animate then you have to click on this create an animation. When you click on that create an animation, you're just going to hold the hand, you hold it like that, then you make your effect as if it is writing like that. So you see, it is going to be something like that. Then you can also work on the speed, but I've seen that it is very okay with the video. I'm just going to click on done. When you click now on done, you're going to have something like this. Let me play it so you see.
Whiteboard animation is now very easy.
See, you have something now like that. And if it does not match well with the text, you can still come here and you increase the speed. You just take a little bit of tweaking for you to arrange your scene until you have everything. So I'll just pause the video now and then I'll finish this other scene, then we'll continue. Now, another very important tip for you is that if you create a video and then you see that it finishes, then the drawing starts again. You can just bring your playhead to where the drawing ends. As you see, this is where the drawing ends. Then you crop it. Then once you crop it now like that, you are going to move your cursor to where the video should have ended. You right click and then you split page. Then you are going to add in now that image as a new scene. You come to upload to where you have been uploading your images. They are going to add that image back as a new scene. This will ensure that when your drawing finishes, it's going to allow that image to play on again. And that is a very good tip for you again to be able to handle that limitation of timing in Canva Whiteboard animation. And now here's our final scene.
If you enjoy this demo, then like the video and let's get started.
So like the video if you enjoyed it. You hover over each scene, and we're going to add in a transition. In this first, we're going to add in this slide transition as if it is moving from one scene to the next. You can reduce the duration over in between. We're just going to add in that slide animation like that.
But today, with simple tools like Canva, anyone can create clean and professional whiteboard videos in just minutes.
So where I told you that you should split the scene, if it draws and then it continues to another, you're going to hover over it. And there you are not going to add by that slide transition. You are going to add by the mash and move transition. So now to add our sound effects, you come to elements and you search for whoosh. To the one you want to add, you click on it to be added. Now you are going to bring it to exactly where you want it to play. Then you click on it. Then you come up here where it says volume and you reduce the volume so that it should not overpower the audio. You play it.
It is now very easy. Before, everyone used to think you
see, you have something like that. I'll just go in now and then I will add it to the other scenes. Then now once you have done adding in the sound effect now like that, if you want, you can add a music. In this video, I'm just going to add like that. Now once everything is done, you come now, you click on share, download, and you download it as an MP4 and it's going to be downloaded as you have seen.
Whiteboard animation is now very easy. Before, everyone used to think you need very expensive tools and a lot of time to create whiteboard animation like this. But today, with simple tools like Canva, anyone can create clean and professional whiteboard videos in just minutes. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to create your own whiteboard animation even if you're a complete beginner. If you enjoy this demo, then like the video and let's get started.